guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another video for you all. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the first 3 nodes that we can unlock now in the next stage of Doom Chapter 3. And fortunately for this next stage, we are allowed to actually use any type of character, so it's nice that they didn't actually restrict us. I was kind of messing around last night and just seeing what teams worked. For me, this is the team that worked for me, the Symbiote roster, and I was able to complete the 3 nodes with the roster at about 237 to 238k. So this is my team right here. Let's dive into the details. My Symbiote SpiderMan here with the 4 red. In addition, as you can see here, I do have him with the level 2 Raider just to be able to apply that vulnerability to ensure working hand in hand with the strikers on our team. With Symbiote SpiderMan, as you can see here, I do have both his basic as well as his passive T forward. I am going to work on getting his special and ultimate upgraded as well, but for the time being, didn't have any issues with just the current upgrades as it is. So that's my Symbiote SpiderMan. He's really going to be providing that healing for the team and applying the defense down, in addition to that timely stun when needed. Next, you guys, to provide a little bit of sustainability in our team, buffs in addition to that buffer of being able to revive, I do have AntiVenom here at 50k with the 5 red. Got super lucky with him in the red orbs. Additionally, he's the one with the level 2 striker, working hand in hand with Symbiote, applying that extra strike when he can and doing that additional DPS. The thing about AntiVenom is he did actually come out through an event, so if you guys don't have access to AntiVenom, Minerva is a great supplementary piece to replace him. She won't get the speed bonus from like such as AntiVenom from Carnage, but Minerva has the revive. She also gains healing and additionally can support the team. In addition, she has a really good ultimate in terms of that bypassing that heal block. So definitely Minerva is a great substitute if you guys don't have AntiVenom. So hopefully this gives you a sense of how strong Minerva will need to be. Next, you guys, it's absolutely crucial to have Carnage on this team. Having him at almost 50k here with the 4 red. In addition, for his ISO 8, he's going to be the opposite of Symbiote SpiderMan. He's going to be applying the Skirmisher here, working hand in hand, additionally to also apply the vulnerability. As you can see here, I don't have any T4s yet, but I am looking to upgrade him. It's just I wanted to see if I could do with a lower power team, and fortunately it worked out for me. So 49k here with the tier 12, and as you can see here, no T4s yet, but very crucial piece, especially for the Symbiote roster, providing that extra speed up. That's how we're going to gain advantage over the enemies, right? So I would say Carnage and Symbiote SpiderMan are the 2 most important pieces for this team. Next, you guys, I do have Venom here at 36k in the tier 10 with the 3 red. In addition, his ISO 8 didn't need to go up too high, just the level 1 striker to apply that extra damage, working hand in hand with AntiVenom, especially when there's the vulnerability statuses provided by Skirmisher and Raider. So as you can see, no T4s on Venom's abilities, and he is only tier 10, didn't need to boost him up too high. He is tankier than most of the other symbiotes, and because of the speed up he gets from Carnage, very crucial. Last but not least, you guys, to provide benefits when there is an enemy or an ally that dies, Scream here, I got her at 35k with the 3 red. In addition, she's going to be similar to Symbiote, applying the Raider here. As you can see, we don't need the healers because we're going to be getting such a big boost up in speed that we're going to be able to supplement ourselves. Scream here at tier 10, no T4s on her abilities as well. So with Scream, she was also available via event, so I don't actually know if you know, for a substitute for Scream, I mean, you can use any character, but you know, she really helps takes away buffs. So I mean, if you guys really wanted, I would say Emma Frost is a great substitute, just because not only can she cleanse conditions on the team, but additionally she can also take away buffs. Agent Coulson's a good one. I'm just trying to see at the top of my head here. Proxima Midnight, I like her abilities. Hela is great for spreading conditions. So some good options here, but fortunately I haven't seen a lot of players have issues with the first 3 nodes, just because we're allowed to take advantage of so many different characters here. So with that being said, you guys, let's dive into the gameplay here for you all.
Diving into the next node here for 3-2 then. It is going to be the exact same team as my last video, so let's dive right in, you guys. This is the placement of here. So fortunately, we are able to use any kind of characters. I do like that fact that they never restricted us here for these first 3 nodes. Really a fan of it, just because of the fact that, you know, sometimes being restricted, you're not able to use some great synergies and combos. So it looks like in this node, we are up against a mixture of some AIM characters. In addition, we're going to face against Strife as well as 2 Deadpools. So I'm never a fan of Scientist Supreme just because of the fact that she can revive. So we're going to go ahead actually and start our negative onslaughts here by debuffing her, making sure she has the defense down, and just letting our symbiote roster do their thing. And the best part is, like I said before, and every time I use these guys, the moment you start building up those negatives on them, it just keeps building up our turn meter, and that is exactly what we want. We want to gain that advantage over them in terms of getting more turns, more attacks, really preventing them from being able to do anything. Unfortunately, Strife does have the ability to taunt there, so for now, for the time being, we are going to focus on him, but at least we can spread some negatives and keep applying that bleed and damage across these guys. Beautiful. And I do like Symbiote SpiderMan because he can also extend those durations as well. Scream is she's able to actually take away negatives, but however didn't take advantage of that fact there, and plus she is lower power, so likely resisted it, but it's quite all right. Our team seems to be doing okay. Wow. So as you can see right there, gotta be careful. As you can see, that Deadpool actually just one-shotted my Venom. So goes to show you, even with such a great roster here on our team, we cannot drop our guard. Fortunately, AntiVenom can actually revive, so I'm not worried about the fact that we lost Venom. That's quite all right. We still need to just get through Strife's taunt, so that way we can actually go ahead and finish off Scientist Supreme. Oh, beautiful. So that adjacent attack from Symbiote did take her out. So now we don't have to worry about any kind of pesky revives here. I do see that AIM Monstrosity, he does do the most damage out of this cluster right now, especially when he has offense up. So I'm going to go ahead and weaken him there. But yeah, for this wave 1, you guys, I would definitely focus on taking down Scientist Supreme first. You just don't want her to have that chance of risking bringing back an enemy, right? So there we go. Thanks to my AntiVenom there, I was able to revive Venom, and now we'll go ahead now and use abilities, apply those bleeds. With killing those guys there, it did spawn actually the next wave here, 2 Gravitons. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave Deadpool alone just because Graviton has a stun and a slow, so I do actually want to take out Graviton before the Deadpools. In addition, Deadpool can always cleanse his conditions anyways, so unless we're meaning to take him down and being able to stun him, there's really no point at this point right now. So I'm gonna go ahead. Fortunately, it's quite easy just because the conditions stick so well on Graviton, and especially getting our Venom back, he's able to just really apply that onslaught on Graviton. So with that being said, taking down that Graviton did spawn the next wave here, and that does look like it's going to be the last of the bunch here, with a couple of AIM characters in addition to 2 Venoms. So we're going to go ahead here. I want to be able to use the fact that I have a stun available. In addition, Symbiote SpiderMan stun always applies a slow as well to all the characters on the map, so it's just really beautiful for really increasing the overall team's survivability, gaining that advantage in the turn meter. With that being said, we did just finish off the Graviton there, so now we can go ahead now and just finish off these weaker minions. I do recommend taking out these guys down first, especially the A minions, just because they are lower health, they're squishier, they're weaker. Venom is more dangerous than them, but Venom is tankier, so if anything, I would focus on ability blocking the Venoms, just like you see that I did there, and then just go ahead and resume our damage in terms of taking down these minions, just because if they're able to go down easier, it's going to increase our turn meter and increase our ability to be able to apply those negatives, and Carnage can just let loose, especially with his ultimate. So definitely let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, as you can see here, I've already almost taken down one, and they've barely taken a turn. So that's what I love about this roster. Really gaining the advantage over the enemies in terms of having more turns on them in terms of attacking, right? And the best part is the moment we take one down as well, it gives us benefits thanks to Scream, thanks to her having her abilities, giving us buffs. Scream's looking a little weak there, so I may have to revive her back as well. Yep, we'll go ahead and do that then. There we go. So this is what I love about that synergy right now with AntiVenom. Definitely Carnage, AntiVenom, as well as Symbiote SpiderMan. Definitely the keys here. And as you guys can see now, with just these 4 down, these are the 4 I would like to leave, that I recommend leaving at the very end of this node. Although we didn't have much difficulty, just gotta be careful because Deadpool can do a lot of damage, especially with him having a lot higher combat power than our team. So just maybe mindful of that, you guys. But I would first take out the Venoms first, as you can see here, and then I would focus on Deadpool afterwards, just because the stun is really important for taking down Deadpool. Otherwise, he does just cleanse all of his negatives in his conditions, right? So I went ahead and stunned that Deadpool just to slow them down and finish off this Venom, and then we can go ahead and finish off and 3-star this node. So once again, you guys, please feel free to go ahead and drop your comments and feedback in terms of if there's any teams that you guys recommend that you went through with these first 3 nodes. But so far, I'm not having too hard of a time with this amazing symbiote synergy and roster. So definitely, I recommend, if you guys have all 5 pieces, definitely recommend using them for the startup here for Chapter 3 of Doom. Additionally, however, obviously substitutes may need to be made if you guys don't have all 5 characters. So definitely check that out, my first video for the previous node, where I did outline a couple of characters for substitutions. So as always, you guys, I do appreciate you taking the time to check out my video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.